Hello and welcome. In this video I am going to show you some of the top Vue.js slider, and I am going to show you how you can use them in our project. So let's start. Our project, every product has like multiple images, but we show only an example image here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a slider here. So here are a few options that you can use. There is the popular Vue Slick. If you have used Slick, which is the best open source slider and for JavaScript, if you have used that for a standalone project, that's fine. But they have created the Vue Slick, and if you go and scroll and check the options, it is so hard to configure it. Like, they have a lot of options you might not need, and the documentation is not so well. There is another option called Vue Awesome Sweeper. This is also a copy of the sweeper slider if you have used in JavaScript. This is nice, it is easy to use, but it is too big. Like, when you are using it, has a lot of issues for you, so I don't like this one. There is something called Hooper. This is also nice, but it is a little buggy. I have used some of them, and I know there are some bugs. They do not fix it if you ask them in the documentation. And the last one is Vue Carousel. This is also nice. I'm going to use this one. It is very easy to use, and it is very light, as they say, flexible, responsive, touch-friendly Vue.js Carousel. So I'm going to use this one. If you go to the guideline here, first of all, you have to install it using npm. So I will copy this one, coming to the terminal, and I'm going to open another terminal here. So the keyboard shortcut is the Control/ here, the backslash, and it will split your command line here, and now you can install it. While it is installing, how you are going to register it, there is two ways. Either you use global one or using the local one. Global is where you will have access to the slider everywhere, and the local one, you will have access it only in the component you include. So I'm going to install it globally for now. For us, it doesn't matter because we do not focus on the optimization so far, but in the future video I will talk about optimization and why you should use one way or other way. So after it installed, we are going to save our file. I'm not going to save it because it will give you an error because Vue Carousel is not installed yet. And how you are going to use it, so this is the local one, and the structure is very easy. You write carousel, then your slides. That's it. And if you go to the API and the examples, they have a few examples that you can use. The example section is not clean, so I don't recommend going there. I just want you to go to the API, because in the example, what they have done is they have used some very messy code inside for loop and stuff like that, which makes it a lot hard for you to understand. So I will check a few examples also. So we wait for this to install. It depends on the speed of your internet. It is a bit slow tonight. I don't know what happens to this. So in the example, if you check out the code on JS Federal, they have the example. Also, you can use the Bible plus JSX here, and there are some responsive one. You can check out the code and you will understand what I mean by not giving a proper example. So if I come here, it did install. So if I save it for now, it should compile this successfully without any error. Yes, it did. And I will come to the product list component here. This is where we have one image. So now how you can access 3 images here or more than that. So if I come to my application, here is my application. We will just inspect element to open the developer tool for the Vue.js. If I come to the components here, let's say I will open the home one, and here is the product list. For the product list, we have the products object, and each product, if I come here, has an array of images. Here you go. The first product here has like 4 images. Here is the URL, and that is where I can display here. So how you can use it, if I come here, all you have to do is go to the documentation first, and we will use some of the example in the API. So if you go to the guideline here first, they should give you a simple example here. So this is the basic example, and I will show you how you can customize it and put some other options. First of all, you put your slider, and now you are not going to repeat yourself for the static content here. I will remove the last one, and for the first slider I am going to we will run the v4 here, and the v4 is going to duplicate this one, or just loop through every product image and show it for us. So here inside the loop, for the same as above, I am going to say img, and the next one is going to be the index in product.images. So if you check out the array here, that's why I name it images, and this is going to contain all the images, and it will put as img here for us. And now if for you it gives if it give you any error, make sure you specify the key here. So the key will be index.id. So we save it for now. Everything should work fine, and let's come to our application. Yeah, we have a little issue here. If you check out the error, I will come back to the code here, and I don't see any issue, but I will remove it and save it. If we see, yeah, that was the issue. I think I will come to the documentation and copy the code again. This time, before we do any changes, let's see if this work or not. I will save it, coming to our code here. Okay, now as you can see, it works just fine. Now let's add the loop here. I will remove the second slide, and the same thing, we use the v4, and inside the bracket I am going to say image comma index in product.images. Images, okay, that's fine. If I save it for now, everything should compile successfully. Yes, you know, when I say product.image, it refer to this product.image. It is going to be the object we have here. Each product will have different images. As you can see, it works just fine now. It shows 4 slides now. Slide 1, 2, and they are like duplicating it here. Now with adding the options, you can show 1 slide per page here. So how you do that one? That is when you will come to the API, and they will give you the option of adding all of those options. So if I scroll down a little bit, let's see, yeah, per page they have per page custom. They are going to have, this is going to be the responsive one. The responsive one is going to show you, let's say, in this viewport show 3 of them, in this viewport show 4 of them, and that is different. So this is what we are going to do. If I scroll down, so I am going to copy the per page option here, and I am going to bind it here. So you will write it and you will say 1, and if I save it for now, coming to our slider, you can see now it is showing 1 per slide. So the first is, as you can see, the first product here, it has 4 dots here for navigation because it has 4 images. This one has 3, and this one has also 3. Now instead of this content here, we can display the image here. So if I bring it up, and now I'm going to bind it, I will remove this URL. Instead of this one, I am going to say image. So if I save it, let's see if it works or not. If we come here, we have our slider. Yes, it works, but they are so big. Everything works just fine. Now every product has like different images. It shows here the image size are a little big, that's why you can give it a little bit of width here. Let's say width of 250 pixel, and you come here, wait a second for this to compile down and refresh again. So let's check out. This is the size here for images. We put the width here. You can see they have 100% of width, that's why it is giving you the full width of the images. So you can remove the top image here and you can design it, but I will do that behind the scene. Without wasting the time, I will scroll down a little bit. You can see this one is just outputting all the HTML code here. This is description. We do not need that description, but I will show you how you can display the proper one. You can use VHTML for that. If you want to bind, just write VHTML, and instead of writing the product description here, what you can do is you can write directly in the HTML. This time if I come here, you can see this is how you can output the HTML. It is not going to escape all those characters, and it is going to just give you, this one is bold now, oops, this one is link also. So I will come back here, and this is all working just fine, and I don't need the description, to be honest, so I will remove it completely. This is how you can output HTML if you have. So I will save it for now. This is how the product should look. Nice, clean and simple. So that's it for this video, and I will continue adding more features like add to cart, and we will have a cart button here. After this, I hope I can record more videos. These days it is a little hard for us when I come from work. Like, it is difficult, it is Ramadan, and that's why I can't record more videos. So that's it, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.